Hello and welcome back to another episode of NRL Unpopular Opinions. I'm your host Ryan Cook, and joining me are my co-hosts OP Oscar Panafex.
Yeah, it's a team game.
You're done with OPP.
We're all equal.
Yeah,
We're
you know me.
all four co-hosts today. Oh, that's nice. It's got a nice feel to
I
it.
don't understand that.
Well, he referred to all of us as his co-hosts.
We're all equals.
Instead of subtly placing himself on some sort of hierarchy, you're being like, I'm your host, Ryan Cook, and here's my shit
I
mates.
get it.
These are the blokes that carry the show. Jharal is with us.
Hello, boys. It's a good day to be alive. Well, every day is, to be honest. But it's just good to be back on this podcast and ticking off multis. That's what I do.
We'll get to that later. Yeah. There's lots to talk about.
What in the...
What in the hell? What the helly?
What the helly, indeed.
Yeah.
And of course, the man to my right, it's Liam Fogarty.
Hello, boys. How are we?
Who wants a mustache, right?
The goatee's gone.
The goatee's gone.
Yeah.
I think the second I left the studio last week, I shaved that off.
Oh,
yeah.
Why?
It was,
What was going through your head, like, honestly?
it was just bugging me. Like, I was...
You didn't like the feel of it?
Yeah, I was just... I
didn't like the
played
winning
with
feeling?
myself far too much, and I didn't like the sensation.
We already knew that. We knew that you play with yourself enough.
I didn't like the way I was stroking it. It was
You got a bit of brain damage. That's how you know when you're playing yourself too much.
Yeah,
is when you're
well-
not fully all there up there. So.
Well, I mean, my God, what's happened to me?
Stop touching yourself.
Bit of housekeeping here too, boys. I just walked in the studio and I didn't see this last week, but there's toenails on the ground.
No, they're not. I don't think they are.
Who wants to put their hand up for
they
that?
are, but they've been there when we hosted
2 or 3 weeks
So,
ago.
and we thought to ourselves,
There are some big ones down there too.
we
Big
thought Dill's
fat
come
boys.
back. He's just got revenge. he snuck into the building and went clippity clip
Left some
clip.
DNA behind.
They taste like dills.
Tony, I mean Fogs. Don't do sucking on people's toes.
Yeah, it's grotty.
That was a great. Did you see the sign that girl put up at the
Titans.
Titans game? Katoni, suck my toes.
And he reshared it.
And he
on his-
reshared it. He did.
Good on him.
His missus would have loved that.
Did you ever get any signs in your day from the,
From
the lady folk?
Oh yeah, actually I have had some, but I don't know if they're that
That's spicy.
like. Well, one, I don't have a sex. Didn't have a sex video out
Yeah.
that I know of. No, we didn't have phones back in our day to record anything. We just had our memory, and that's all I remember.
Showing your age.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Let's dive
Probably
in.
should talk rugby league.
Yeah, let's get into
Let's
it.
go.
Premiership market.
Ooh.
The Melbourne Storm coming off a loss to Manly on the weekend.
Have they dropped?
No, they're still $2.75. And my initial question is this too short for a team that has looked a little bit vulnerable at times this year, particularly through the middle? They've had that loss to Manly, lost to the Finns earlier in the year, lost to the Raiders as well at Magic Round. They're just lacking a little bit of toughness, I think. And I want to see what you boys think. Are they too short?
I think they're too short. Like,
I mean, there's a big jump between them and the Raiders, isn't
yeah,
there?
$2.75 to $5. It's the bookies have a fair bit of confidence in them. And,
Too much.
Well, Oscar and I talked about it last week. The majority of there's 5 teams that they've got at single digit odds, and at majority of the season, I don't think any of them have given us complete confidence.
They're best, yeah. We haven't seen, like, the Raiders have been at their best for most of the year. Dogs are in a bit of a lull at the moment. But, I mean, like, of those, five or six teams, probably like Penrith and Broncos the most at $7, like, as of this morning.
Value-wise.
That's because Melbourne are just coming off a loss, obviously, so we're probably reacting a bit to that. But, yeah, might
Very
be a bit short.
uncharacteristic, like, for them to lose in Melbourne in that fashion, though. Like, they didn't... I don't think they looked threatening. It didn't seem like they had that extra punch. Maybe Origin really had that favour for, some of those. I mean, look, it's been a big couple of weeks for Cameron Munster.
Yep.
Like, you're not only just physically but mentally. So,
I think they said he won't play this coming week.
and I think
Yeah,
he needs to have a
7
week
week
off. Like if I'm not a Melbourne Storm, fan, but for his well-being, he needs to have a week off. So. Yeah, and maybe that's rocked the team a little bit in another way with money as well. So, look, I think they are very short. I don't think they're the favourites right now, but I think Canberra are the way that they are playing and the way they're going, they're probably the favourites at the moment. But they're very short, 275.
Is it weird that I'm still not convinced about
I'm
Canberra,
not convinced, but I'm saying right now that they're the team. I think we spoke about it early in the year. Again, we were talking about they don't really they just try hard.
Canberra.
Yeah, they're just their effort areas are huge.
There's like a spirit that they play with.
And maybe the Queensland spirit.
I reckon it's just trying to stay warm down in Canberra. Like you've got
to keep moving.
Your feet moving.
Yeah.
They're not even driving to train. They're running.
Yeah.
They're running to get
And it's
warm.
Their
you
hands
have
aren't
to.
always ready for offloads. They're just doing these ones all the time.
It's interesting though.
Pure survival.
It's interesting though. Would we have put Manly even in the top 10 market? A couple of weeks ago, no. But
They snuck up on us.
They snuck up on us.
Yeah.
And the Warriors.
That's what happens.
just-
You win a couple of games, suddenly you jump a few spots up the ladder and everything looks a bit different.
Yep.
Yeah, and the fact that the West Tigers have jumped above
Cows.
Newcastle, St George, Rabbitohs, Para, and the Titans. I mean,
Are they above Para?
Yeah.
Jeez.
they're the first team that are in trips.
Double-
digits.
401 if you're
Would
feeling
not
good this
go
morning,
near
Tigers
any of
fans.
that. They're all one lose away from not making the 8. Or
One
something.
lose.
One lose. Me think it amazing.
One English selection
Yeah.
away from getting that sentence out. Yeah,
CTE striking this morning, boys.
touching yourself, really catching up on that.
The Storm, though, Jharal, you spoke about them lacking that punch. Nelson's not playing the same sort of minutes that he used to, and that's fair enough because he's getting older. But when you come against these teams that can sort of throw a bit of a punch, it feels like they are lacking a little bit. Would you guys agree with that?
An elbow, if you will.
An elbow, yeah. He's going to miss this week.
Yeah.
I thought,
two, I think.
yeah,
Two.
I don't think Trent Liero was as good as he's been. Obviously, hits the effects. His first Origin series as well, not packing that punch that we spoke about. I thought Joe Chan had a good game in the centres. He was pretty strong carrying the footy.
But he's their third reserve centre. you know?
And I don't think Tui wasn't. I don't think he was packing it. He was getting dominated in the middle. I thought Manly's middle had a pretty good game. Matt Lodge was running over everyone at times. He hasn't played a lot of first grade this year. So the fact that he can come in and do that to a Melbourne Storm side is probably, there's got to be some telling signs there that they're maybe just running just a bit flat on juice at the moment and might need some resting. But I hope they start to fall because they're a scary team, when it comes to finals. I do not want to go to Amy Park
Yeah, that's right.
in a final and play Melbourne Storm because you know what you're going to get. Week in and week out with them, but when it's a finals game, it's a different story.
And particularly if they get a full bill of health back as well.
Do they have any buys left?
We haven't seen Will Warbrick since the start of the year.
Their run home is pretty stiff from what I've seen.
Well, it starts this Thursday, Roosters game.
They've obviously got the Chooks this week, and then it is Para, which is winnable, Bronx, Panthers, Bulldogs, Chooks again, Bronx again.
Holy shit.
yeah.
That's Melbourne's run home.
That's a weird schedule, isn't it? Bronx
Yeah.
and Roosters twice.
And let me read you the Raiders run home. Newcastle, St George, Manly, Penrith, West Tigers, the Dolphins.
See, but that's why I'm not convinced on them.
So they beat, that's when's the last time they beat a decent, a good team?
I will say this.
They have.
Yeah.
You scroll back, they lost. They lost by 2 points to the Chooks in round 13. They beat the Wars in round 12. They lost to the Dogs in round 10 when the Doggies were flying. They beat Melbourne in round 9.
Remember when we were talking, though, Ricky Short was blowing up about their schedule, though, and how tight it was at the start of the year. And they won those games.
Yeah.
So I think they've got through the toughest part.
They've had a really
Yeah.
And then it
They've had
pays
an
dividends in the back end. Yeah.
They've probably the first 10 weeks when you're fresh that's when you want to have the hard games. They've got the back end of the year, which is going to favour them, and you might as well
They're a top 4 lock. I think we can say
well,
that.
we can say that they probably
Easily.
if they win this week, there's probably a chance that they take it out, the one premiership, and they can sail off into the sunset and then off.
So that the Broncos, they will only verse this year Melbourne, Penrith, and Brisbane and Canterbury once each.
Yeah.
And
So the top 4 side, and then they verse the Wars twice. So they have had an easy run, but they're also scoring 34 points a
Well,
week.
I will say that the win against Parramatta on the weekend the scoreline probably flattered them a little bit because Para was in that game.
It was a classic Ryan Cook multi-leg
Yeah, just backdoor
result,
cover. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the schedule's one thing. I think, like we said, the Raiders are playing with that belief, though, and that's going to go a long way. And I read this morning that the NRL has said that they'll have a home final all the way through if they win the minor premiership.
Huge.
So
right.
that's a big call. Tough to play.
What was there a threat that they was going to be taken away?
Yeah, it was going to be
from?
taken away from them.
Oh,
So
can you imagine?
Why? Because of their.
Because it's not big enough.
the venue.
Like I don't. Yeah, I just can't believe that. I actually can't believe that they do that to teams. Like for instance, Penrith last year had to play. Didn't really affect them, but you know they had to play at a core or something. You know, they're one of their finals. I just think it's shit. If you're gonna get there into the finals, you got to let your teams play at the stadiums. Like for instance, Sharks, didn't they have a home final away from Charlotte Park as well? Like
They lost
I
the
think
Cows
as
at Shark
fans,
Park,
I think it's bull crap. I think it's bullshit. And I'll stick up for those sides like that. The fans, they pay their money. They want to watch a home final at their home ground. So the NRL need to really sort that out. I know it's all a money heist at the end of the day that they want, but they need to really sort that out.
Yeah. Well, let's loop the Raiders in with a couple of other teams that are 4-0 through the month of July, what I'm calling not so dry July. The Panthers. We do need to chat about them because they're just as dangerous in this premiership market.
It's hard to make a case for anyone else in my eyes at the moment.
Do they just want a challenge? Do they just want to win it from 5th or 6th just to make it fun for themselves?
They turned the difficulty settings up early. went up to hardest expert and
I don't want to talk about that game. By the way,
So they've conceded in the last month. They're averaging like 11 points conceded per game.
Yeah.
Which is
not for them 12, I think.
that's better. That's better. Which obviously, I mean, it's only a small sample size, but that's pretty much on par with what won them 4 comps in a row.
with they've had a bit of a revolving cast those few games as well, haven't
true.
they?
Cleary's been in and out. They rested Martin and Yo. They rested Toto the week before. They're coming good.
They've
at the
got
right
a
time,
pretty
aren't they?
easy run home. Like to be not the back end of this, but
The next 3
they've got
weeks.
3 weeks
Yeah.
of they should win those games.
Yep.
But you know what I love about rugby league is that all these teams that are coming in shit places right now, they'll realise, all right, let's start playing footy, and they'll ruin the ladder and beat teams like Penrith. They'll beat teams like us. Like it happens.
Yeah.
So you don't be surprised when the Tigers beat, or let's just say, let's go with the Titans. Don't be surprised if the Titans come out and beat Penrith in
2 weeks'
round
time.
22.
You're going to go on the
That's
record
like, I just-
saying
Is that your multi-leg?
Like I
2
just
weeks'
got a
time?
feeling, you know what I mean? Like they've got nothing to lose. It happens every year.
Did it last year, the
They
Tigers.
did.
Yeah.
They come home. They win 4 in a row. That's 2 years in a row.
Or and then they inspire us next year. It's like, look what
Yeah,
they
they go,
did on the
"Ooh."
back end.
Yeah, who did that?
I reckon I did it the year before, so don't.
We're all guilty
don't
of it.
stress
We're all
too much.
guilty. We're all guilty.
On that, though, do you think, like, you get through this origin stretch and then you're like, we're nearly at the finals, but really you've got like 8 weeks of footy still to
it's
play.
a long slog.
It's too long, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
And that's where a team like, I think probably where Melbourne are at now, where they've had to be up for the last 6 to 8 weeks to cover for their origin stars that have been absent.
Yeah.
And then they're getting a couple of guys back. So those guys who have been, redlining on effort and playing out of position or maybe playing 10 more minutes than they might typically be required to, suddenly the toll of that's taken on and they go, can they maintain it for the next 8 weeks? Probably not. So you get a little bit of a lull, and then you see the teams kind of work back into form as finals come. I mean, Cronulla have come good at the right time. 2 wins in a row, very aggressive physical performances, which is where they were lacking to begin the year. Blake Brayley's carving up, which is what we said they needed to do. So it's going to be a good next 2 months, I reckon. There's going to be, like you said, Jharal, there's going to be times where you look at the app and you go, I don't know about whether I'll tune in for this, but...
Well, it's great for us here on this punting podcast for us to try and pick them.
You keep
You know what I mean?
We're so close.
Oh, gosh. Jesus.
Yeah.
Could we...
It's a tough gig out there.
Could we dislike Adam O'Brien anymore on this podcast?
Definitely
His
not.
Knights have just killed out a lock of a multi.
I don't know. Oh, no, they were all sick, man. They've all had gastro.
They nearly forfeited.
Yeah, Kirk Gidley bought his boots. That's what they said anyway.
A lot of chopping and changing still to come. Another team, Bronx, coming off the bye. big run of games coming up at Suncorp over the next 6 weeks too. They only leave Queensland twice to play Melbourne and Newcastle.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
You happy with
Stay fresh, boys.
that? Bronx top 4 still on the agenda? Or
Yeah,
no?
very much so.
Yep.
The way the Warriors are playing their footy, they've got to be careful because they could fall out of the top 4. Games like that on the weekend, they should be icing. They should be putting away against Newcastle.
Yeah.
And,
the bunker had other ideas.
Wise words, Jharal.
But you got to take it away from the bunker. They've just got to play better. The Warriors. I still believe that they're a threat around that final sign, but maybe with the players that they've lost, you probably get a little bit worried. But I would like the Warriors to start shitting the bed. Would be really
You've
good.
said that about every other team except the Broncos this year.
No, well, I want the Broncos to finish in the top 4. I'd love to go to Canberra and beat them. It would be because one plays 4,
week
correct?
1, yeah.
Like there'd be a great
That'd be a
opportunity.
good game.
It'd be a great game because both teams. Remember at the start of the year when they went at it down there in Canberra, it was juicy. It was nice.
32-22 they won.
Yeah, it was nice. So I would love to see a game down there in the milk factory.
Well, it does seem like we're, like I said, we're in for a bit of a shake-up. Let's quickly talk about the Titans. We've discussed them more in depth over the last couple of weeks, but the Desi full-time spray, Jharal, did you ever cop a mouthful like this?
Anthony Griffin was one of the best. Anthony Griffin was one of the best. I've copped the spray. I think we lost at, what's the Tigers ground?
Leichhardt.
Campbelltown?
Leichhardt. Yeah. Or Campbelltown.
The one with the hill?
shit one.
The one with
Like
the
the
hill?
real,
Yeah, Campbelltown.
Yeah, Campbelltown. The tough one.
Piss
you go to.
Mountain, it's no.
Yeah, man. That's a great call. The sheds there are terrible. I remember we went out there and we lost there against a side that we should have beat, a Tiger side we should have beat. I've never heard a spray like it. And then another one was in under 20s, the Roosters. I was 18th man in that game, and we got slapped, and I've never heard anything like it. So I've never been told to get the out of the showers.
That was...
I just don't know. I wonder what happened. You're not allowed to shower? Get out? Or they hadn't done their team talk?
Well, he wasn't happy with how they reacted to the previous spray, is what I've read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was listening to James Graham on Buy Around this morning. He reckons, Desi did the post-game talk, and then the boys have buggered off, but they had to get ready because they had to get on an early flight or something. There was something around transport, I don't know, but then Desi's doubled down and had some other point that he wanted to raise. That was Gemma's version of it.
Can I but ask this question? Where are we?
Here we go.
With the Titans?
Is having showers in their undies.
I was going to ask.
No,
All 4 of them came out in undies. What the
why do you need to be looking at other boys' dicks, though?
Because that's the shower scene. That's what you want. You don't want to be looking at it. It's you build rapport with your mates in there when you're
getting
naked.
your hog out with the boys.
Yeah, well, sorry you don't do it in Division 7 soccer.
No, I do. I've got Broncos budgies that I shower in after a game.
Just take them off and get them off. I don't get this generation. That's just me.
I've seen enough old man dicks in the shower. I don't want to be a part of that.
How many old men have been? Who are you showering with? These are young men. Get in there and clean your nuts properly.
So can you confidently say that the Raiders
Yes,
and Bulldogs
I can tell you
are
every
showering
single one.
nude?
I can tell you the Raiders, Bulldogs, Storm, Bronx. They're all getting their cocks out. Yeah, they've all got their cocks out.
Were there cameras in the rooms as much in your day as there are now?
But is that what they're worried?
Yeah.
So they're worried about getting their camera on their dick on the camera. Seriously. Anyway, that's just mine.
Didn't Lockie take the camera through the Dolphins showers the other night?
Yeah, and someone was nude.
Yeah, it was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but the thing is, you've got hands. If someone's coming through, you go, oh, you don't want them to see. You just cover your.
But Jharal, hands aren't enough for me.
Well, if you've got
That's a lot to
dick,
cover up.
2 hands there. I just couldn't believe when they got sprayed. I was like, oh, that's funny. What the hell is happening?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Like it was so funny seeing them waddling out of the shower, like holding their junk.
But it's not
Oh,
undies.
they
It's
were
it's budgie smugglers. So you've got to prepare for that.
But your budgies you wear in the game, so when your
Yeah.
pants get pulled down, that's perfect prime time TV for them.
Yeah.
Like, no one's watching the budgies after and going, there they are. There the budgies are. What's his name? Looking at that memes. Like, that's not. Just get boys,
On
just get
budgie
naked
watch.
with each other. Like it's like honestly, when I go at community footy, the boys they have so much fun when they're just like, let's get in the showers. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Nah.
It is. I love my Rana
Times
boys.
have changed.
Yeah, they have. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And then whoever doesn't get it, these are boys just give it to them.
You don't want to be that person, do you?
Yeah,
Nah.
there's a lot. And people don't budge, though. People are like, nope, not taking them off. And then boys are like, anyway.
You're an exhibitionist. We
It's,
embrace it.
oh, mate, I'm just old school.
It's
I
a
just,
scary landscape to navigate, isn't it?
Bro,
The post-game
we had a
change rooms.
bloke I played with as over 40s that would just have full conversations with you in the
Yeah,
sheds.
yeah. He's
just hanging
Start
Mate,
hogging
Wayne
out.
Bennett,
And I
no-
was like,
Yeah.
bro, what do you got to show off?
Wayne Bennett would, like, I'd be sitting on the bench. And I wasn't even playing, and he would just
He'd put a
his
leg
leg
up,
up. And he'd be like, how'd you reckon we went? You know? And I'm just like, Jesus. Porn star everywhere. Like, anyway, might have to cut some of this, Rich.
No, I know we're clipping up
it's
this
going
week.
in,
This is-
yeah.
You made my job
It's
very
good.
easy.
It's good. Get the boys together in the shower, and that's how you build morale.
Moving on.
Staying warm in Canberra. It all makes sense.
A few key injuries we do need to talk about. Val Holmes done for the year. Kaloa Matangi, your boy. Oscar. how
Mate, you
feel?
are.
Poor prick, you need-
You're in.
Oh, we're in dire straits, aren't
You
we?
are, yeah, I mean, don't even say that about the band. They're good. You're
Yeah,
not.
They're better than us.
Jesus.
Keon deserves an early holiday. Good on him.
Yeah.
Put your legs
He's
up.
actually
Put your
played
feet up,
very
lad.
well this year.
Murray's coming back, I've heard. Is that...
Yeah, I don't know.
would
Does he
not
wants to play for the Kangaroos?
Is that right?
Yeah,
Is that what he said?
apparently, yeah.
Okay.
Wants to
Yeah,
play
well,
for
I mean, half the Roos
Yeah.
squad are going to be playing for their other nations,
Ashes.
other heritage nations, which is going to be great for.
Is this the Ashes,
international
like rugby league Ashes?
That's
Is
what
that
they're
call
calling it.
Yeah.
I like it.
How do you feel about that as a traditionalist for cricket?
I think it's I get it, but it's weird.
Yeah, okay.
Like, have your own thing.
Yeah.
And make your own thing special.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, especially with the English cricket team coming over this summer.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Like, is there actually an Ashes? Is that did we burn a footy like 50 years
Yeah.
ago? And did we?
I think we just
keep
burned
the
them.
rubbery Ashes.
No, I just think it's a pack of Winfield goals that someone smashed, put it in a little vase.
Before we take a break, Oscar, let's have a little NRLW check-in. You've been doing some vids for Neds over the last few weeks.
Yeah,
have.
I'm loving your vids too.
Thank you, and thank
hot
you.
stuff.
Thank
some of
you,
the players
Ryan
are loving them too.
Fogs
I've
and-
seen some good comments.
Rich. Hey,
Some of the girls have been commenting on it.
It's a fan mail.
Yeah.
some of the NRLW players.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's good. I'm really thankful to be doing
You
that.
tell them that
content.
you're married and you have a child.
Yeah, I flash my ring every time.
One dog, one bone, baby.
Where are you at on the premiership? I know you were all in on the Bronx at the start of the year.
Yeah, red hot on the Broncos. They're going okay. They lost to the Chooks on the weekend, which was
Sunday.
which the money suggests will be the grand final preview. Roosters, they're just so well coached. Like John Strange, the New South Wales Blues women coach as well. Like every time he does something out of the blue, like a good example is his daughter Jasmine Strange plays for the Chooks as well. She's been a winger for the first 2 or 3 years of her NRLW career. There's all the sorts of usual nepotism bullshit chat that gets thrown around about her getting picked in Dad's team. She gets moved into the starting back row this year, and in game one, she has 3 try involvements by offering a pass option on that right edge from the back row where you don't usually expect a pass to come from. So the defensive winger and centre were jamming in, and then she was just looping it over the top. Tiana Naividi scored a triple, I think, in round 1. And then last week she ran straight over the top of Tara McGrath-West, playing for the Bronx, who's got about 10 or 15 kilos on Strange. So
And who's got a bit of dog in her too.
Tara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So, I think the Chookies deserve to be favourites now. I think the Bronx will build into the season. They're still working out some timing with Tamika Upton, who's returned to the club. But It's a close comp. I think the Raiders are struggling, but pretty much any other team can beat any other team on their day. Like the Sharks set a NRLW point scoring record 2 weeks ago, and then the Cows got them in a grind last week. So yeah, it's good comp. The scheduling is shit, but
Well, I was going to ask because we spoke before we started recording about, are we at the point now where the game as a whole needs to start prioritising some of the bigger women's games over the men's? Like, because you're saying it's hard to watch some of these women's games.
well, it's impossible.
And vice versa.
They start at the same time. There's 6 girls games each week, and 5 of them literally clash within 10 minutes of a kickoff.
To be honest, the
NRL.
Bronx and the thingy one was they were competing with the Tigers and the Titans, which we probably got more viewings from girls.
Switch over, but like the logic around the girls playing the curtain raisers before the blokes games, like you can understand the theory behind it, but then you tune into the broadcast and the crowds aren't that much bigger anyway. I think if like I mean, it's different for me because I'm going to watch it anyway. But for the average footy fan who already watches, 3 games of footy over the weekend and they want to tune in and catch a couple of games in NRLW, it's hard because they're on the same times now.
So would you rather them be curtain raisers or standalone?
I think they got to be standalone.
games?
Yeah, like there'll be times when you can work it into a curtain raiser. Like I don't know, play before the 6 o'clock game on a Friday night. Like what if it's 4:30 to 6?
I think the
for
Bronx.
example, I'm just talking off the top of my head here, but anything has to be better than I'm sitting down at and it's worse on Saturdays. 12:45 first game, great, and then there's like an hour break where you're sitting around for no men or women's games, and then they both start at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like a mad
Makes no
rush.
sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's my little random rant.
Yeah, no.
Do you think the players would prefer standalone games or curtain raisers? Because I feel like you might get a more concession from the stadiums if they're curtain raisers.
Curtain raisers, yeah. I've heard players say both. Hey,
Yeah, I've literally been thinking about this week. Like,
I'm not sure what the winning
because the
solution is.
The Bronx girls at East is sensational.
That's a perfect example of like they've found a local rural ground that's easy to get to, it's affordable, and they play a lot of those games at 12:45, so it's a great time. It doesn't clash with anything. That's a really good example. But then why are you doing curtain raiser at
Could be
Allianz or something? It's just
Could be you can't get a lot of local fields that have
available.
Well, that have like
what you need
that are available because there might be BRL or like
local
local QR Cup or anything that have also the means to film.
Yeah,
so
true.
like when you think about media, they have to have certain things in certain places to be able to film properly. And I think if you have a crappy local field, it's just going to be tougher to do that.
Yeah.
So like total workwear. So
It works well.
It works awesome because East play out of there. They film games
They
out
got
there. All the time. They
facilities
got great
for it.
facilities for it, and the players can be separate from the crowd and everything. You come in from a different entrance. Like I think that's the reason.
It's a tough one.
It is tough. I also like the idea of the curtain raiser too, because I feel like you get a bit more value for your ticket on game day, considering like beers are the same price inside a stadium than on Caxton Street now. Like,
I think the curtain raiser works, but not when it's clashing with
Another
thing at the same time.
I used to
certain
love
cities.
when under 20s was before
that was
perfect.
sensational.
It was perfect because you got a full day of going to watch rugby league. It was amazing.
You played a curtain raiser, didn't you, Oscar?
Yeah, he's gone pump. Oh, that was us.
Played 20 minutes.
We pumped you as well. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Big lights, under the big lights. Just didn't
You lost to Fogs.
end up winning that year. But
That's story time.
We'll take a quick
Show us
break.
your rings, boys. Show us your rings.
I got bungees on.
We'll come back and pick a multi. You're listening to NRL Unpopular Opinions. Time to jump into yet another multi. We went 3 from 4 last week, and someone cost us.
Someone did.
Yeah.
Who was
It
that?
was Grant Atkins, I think.
Yeah.
Poor Grant.
I actually like Grant, but no, it wasn't him. It was the bunker. That
bloody bunker.
double
That Wade
movement.
Egan, yeah.
Wade Egan, and then 10 minutes later, Greg Marju
Just
friggin' tunnel balls it off the ground. Like, please.
that's a 12-point swing right there.
Correct.
You know,
I honestly
that's
just
the difference between covering and not
Correct.
covering.
I wanted it to get up for the multi, but I really, really want Newcastle to come last. Like I'm set on it now. Like I just need them to fall apart. I love Gags. Gags is one of my favourites. KP, but I just.
You want them to suffer.
Well, I said at the start of the year, I just thought they were going to fall apart, and here they are.
You've been
And
on
I
the
want to
money.
be right.
Yeah.
That was the most confident I've gone into a last leg. I was like, it's just the f***ing Knights.
Yep.
Like, we should be. And then they scored early.
Yep.
All the green sets you could ever want.
Yep. Couldn't score.
What did you have? 13 plus.
No, just to cover. It was minus
cover.
6.5.
Yeah, okay.
You're going close. They lost by 5, I think.
Yeah, you know. Sometimes it's red, sometimes
That's
it's black.
it. A famous man once said. So we also had the Raiders 13 plus, Finns head to head, and AJ anytime.
Yeah, true. We didn't
79th minute.
We didn't deserve that. That's what we should have known. The multi was never going to.
But we need it. Like, go. You
We
gotta
need
go
a
with
bit of
him.
luck, eh? You need a bit of.
But you also need to go with your boy AJ.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
He's got
I know.
6 from 7 he needs.
Yep.
So come on.
Yep.
Is he getting there this year?
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me that.
Just you know what they should do? Just don't go anywhere else. Just go to his edge.
Yeah.
Just kick and pass to his edge.
We need Jai Gray or Trell back so that
Oh, no, he'll be
he
playing
doesn't have to
fullback,
play
won't he?
fullback.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
I think Jai might be back this week, but anyway. Okay.
This week, Fogs, you can go first.
I'm taking the overs in the Thursday night game, Roosters v Storm, 45.5. Obviously no Munster, but these two sides know how to score points, so
Yep.
enough said.
Jharal, you got an interesting leg this week. I like it.
Yeah, I just feel like the Cowboys they're Gonskis. I mean, both these sides have lost 3 on the trot. When you talk about teams that want to go places and enjoy themselves, it's a 6 p.m. kickoff on a Friday night. You could be at the Mad Cow by 10 o'clock, right?
Love them.
That's prime time.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, honestly, they've got a long turnaround, St. George. Mentality-wise, go get the job done, boys. Get to the Mad Cow, drink piss, and get out of there.
And
so
get
I'm
your
going.
Hogs out.
Yeah.
in the
They'll be
shower.
telling them all week from the sideline, go, boys, get us a win and I'll get us a room at the Mad Cow.
Well,
set
you
us
just
up
get
for
the balcony
night.
of the Mad Cow.
Yeah.
You get up there.
Yeah.
And you just
Get
whip
on that-
and tear. Oh,
get on
on go. So many people in the office today.
I got anxiety the last time I went on that balcony. I thought every person was going to punch me in the head.
It's Flinders Street is not for the faint of heart. It is
not.
a cultural experience.
Are you going to go there?
I'd love to go back.
The Bronx haven't gone there yet.
No,
this year, they haven't.
we're up.
That'd be a fun one to go
I
to.
wonder if I could squeeze some content out.
Uncle Ned's.
I'll come with you.
Yeah.
if I'm
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, I'm going to go St. George, Illawarra Dragons head to head. 240. It's pretty juicy. I don't know why they're that much, or maybe because Val's out. That's
Yep.
probably the only reason. But I also love Queensland side of the Cowboys, but I just can't go with them this one. I'm going for the value.
We're going to come back and talk about that Dragons Bulldogs game in a sec. I have gone the Eels plus 16.5 alternate line.
Ooh.
$1.62 against the Bronx. I think Moses is going to be back. We're recording this before teams come out, but obviously him being back is a huge in.
What you said +6.
Hey?
No, plus 13.5.
16.5.
Oh, okay.
Giving them an extra.
Yeah.
Oh, 16. Have you given them extra?
16
So what's that? $1 what?
$1.62.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who haven't I thrown to?
No,
Oscar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I forgot about you for a second.
No one. The Cronulla Sharks, 13 plus.
That's against his boys. What a dog.
How do you feel about that? Is that just tearing you up inside?
Considering
I
how
can
much
tell
you've,
right now it's hurting him. Like,
Yeah.
I can
you've
feel
torn
his aura.
strips off the Sharks all year.
Well, I was about to say, I was like, the Rabbitohs are my team, but the Sharks were my team for this year.
So
and
all you punters out there, get on the Rabbitohs this weekend.
at $4.
What you've been saying about Nico off the air has been pretty gross as well.
You f***ing dog.
Oh man, I love this place. Honestly,
I think you said last week you're more
that's
attractive
good,
than him.
folks.
You got
Yeah.
a better set of hair.
Well, you'll notice that my hair.
we've actually never seen your hair wet, so we don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I need a hair. I need a little hairspray thing in here, so you can just keep every time.
some mist.
Every time it
Or we
cuts
should put a
to
shower
right.
in here and we could all just get naked and just
No one said no.
just silence. Rich is behind the Rich has had enough this episode. He's just stop talking about penises. Let's get out of here.
So is everyone in the office who can hear all of this.
HR.
Yeah, it's actually the once I've seen everyone come to work.
Get your hands off my penis!
Succulent meal.
Are we ready for the records? Because I've updated it.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Are you confident on the number? Like, do you need to be fact checked here, or are these
Maybe,
good?
maybe. I've been
You don't say that.
I've been known to get it wrong, but I think I'm 15-5.
That's outstanding, mate.
Jharal, you're 11-9, which is just as good.
Yeah.
You've come.
Better than
Fogs 10-10,
50-50.
Yeah.
and
Nice,
Oscar
Fogs.
7-13.
yeah, that sounds
So,
about
so you're 4 behind.
Well,
with
3. 7.
3 to tie, 4.
Yeah.
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 So-
So it's really between. Oh, I guess Jharal maybe, but it's really between
Yeah.
Oscar and.
Well, I've
Fogs.
gone lavish this weekend for you. So 240 is a pretty big jump for to take a punt on a team,
Yep.
I like it.
which was probably a good segue to talk about how they played on the weekend against the Bulldogs, right?
Yeah.
Or was it how bad the Bulldogs played? I mean, we've seen Lockie Galvin come into the side and start and produce, obviously, the play of the game to win it for them. But, geez, they looked like they were going to lose that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragons deserve to win that game, I think. What's your guys' take on Shane Flanagan's behaviour in the press conference?
Well, run us through what he said.
Well, the two things that he specifically made mention of two moments in the game with about 5 minutes to go. The first one was Jacob Kraz carrying it out of his own end. He gets up to play the ball quickly. He either plants the ball too early and puts it on Luciano Leilua's foot and then falls over and it's an incorrect play the ball, or Luciano Leilua crowded the ruck and pushed him with his hand and interfered with the space. With
So
his
it's
foot.
50-50.
It's a 50-50. I feel like, personally, I can understand where Flano's coming from in the sense that a lot of those have been called against the ball player. Because
you've got
particularly this season.
Yeah, this season there have been a lot of people who are not getting up properly and falling it over,
yeah.
and that's been gone against them.
An incorrect play.
Yeah, and it's been. I'm not a big huge Flano fan, but I will agree with him there on the sense that they've gone a lot that way.
almost like, I mean, whenever
Percentage-wise,
consistent, but
90%.
it feels like they've
yeah.
been pretty consistent with
Yes.
that one. So that was a harsh one, and then the other one was literally a set or two later when the Bulldogs are attacking St George's line and they put Kickow in that little jockey position that they do.
It's a knock-on, I
on the
think.
left edge, and Kicks either passes it and Sloane's arm bats it down, or Kicks knocks it on into Sloane. But because Sloane was jamming in and the space between the two men was so small,
tight, yeah.
you can't see what the ball does.
Yeah.
So
But if you're
ricochets.
watching and you're just a rugby league fan and you see a ball bobble between, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a
knock on.
Personally,
I think it's a knock on. I'm not saying this because I don't like either team. It doesn't bother me, but it clearly looks like a knock on in that sense. And the biggest thing they can do is call the knock on, and they've got a challenge. They challenge it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
that's what it's there
That's a
for.
good point.
Like I think he's just gone and made the decision, which we do give them shit, the refs, about not just making a decision, but in a moment, that's a big decision to make and let it go, because if they do, I probably think that he's hoping they score off that play.
Yeah. And then they got
can
time to look at it.
So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, it's. I mean, whether or not Flano's right or wrong,
You can't.
what's your take as an
Yeah, you can't.
ex-player about him? Like, he's flirted with the line previously this year. They've been on the end of some shit calls, so you can understand where he's coming from and like why he wants to say it. And I feel like this was a culmination of a few of those results throughout the year going against them, and this was he's just blown the lid off. Like, he's blatantly said that decision cost us the 2 points. And interestingly, today the NRL came out and said that they supported both of the interpretations from the ref on field,
Well,
but at the
going
same
to-
time, they haven't fined Flano.
Yeah.
In a round where, like, multiple other coaches, Craig Bellamy sat there and said, I've got an opinion, but I'm not going to share it. Someone else said something, I'm not going to say it because I'm going to get fined. And then Flano comes out and says, like, it was the most black and white, we have been cheated by the NRL, as any coach has said all season. And to my knowledge, he hasn't been fined. What does that say about the situation?
Well, I think Flano and Bellamy are in two completely different situations. Flano I actually love what he says post-game most of the time, but he's very good at sort of directing the narrative away from the fact that he's on the hot seat.
I actually don't think I think I'm with Ron. I actually don't think he's actually blatantly blamed the ref. I think he's talking about
or the
Yeah. I think he's talking about the actual play in itself. So he's figured out a way not to get fined and to still talk about what he wants to talk about? Because it's happened all year, right?
I don't know. I feel like he just blatantly said that decision cost us this game, like on multiple occasions. Maybe I'm gonna have to go back and have a listen to it, but
Check the tape.
it was interesting that he wasn't fined. Like to me, it was like, okay, Flano's about to lose 50 grand this morning, and then it was like there was nothing.
Yeah, maybe he's just got away with it for so long now this year that he could go back and go, well, why could I say that then, and why could I say that? And
Where's the line?
Where's the line drawn? So
I mean, did Ricky get fined when he sort of went on those tirades during Origin?
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
time.
he
did. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I mean. Like, there's
it's interesting.
anytime anyone says anything in the presser that sounds like it's risky, they've been fined.
Yeah.
So it was surprising to me that it didn't.
Maybe they
happen.
know that.
But how do
St.
the-
George has just got no money left, so they can't fine him anymore.
Like, how do you think the players react? Like, to me, the most interesting thing about that was Damien Cook sitting next to Flano, who pretty much, like, Flano had Cookie saying the same shit. Cookie was basically like, yeah, we've just been robbed. Like, that cost us the game. To me, like, is that what you want one of your senior players? Like, is that the message through the week? At $2.40 Jharal, how do you think the St. George Illawarra Dragons respond this week?
I think they'll respond. I'm always with the narrative when you go to North Queensland, you're in for a good time. That's my narrative. That's the way. That's my brain thinks. That's what my brain thinks, and I'm hoping that it's Tuesday down there in Wollongong, and they're just rubbing their hands together. They get a weekend away from the missus, and just like we're just going to go enjoy ourselves.
Yep. In the showers.
And the kids, obviously they're in the showers. Yeah. I mean, do they have showers there?
Little drive.
Champagne showers at the Mad Cow.
Good save.
Bam, 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 bam. Party rock.
You're on one today.
Fogs, you're right.
I'm just I'm
Just observing.
it all.
I'm just observing.
He can't get that latest toenail off. He's lost in thought trying to bite
Trying to get my shoe off.
Oh, man.
All right, lads, that might do us for this week. Anything you want to plug before we get out of here? Are we good?
Pretty good. I think
Anything you want to plug this week?
I think
Jharal?
we've given
Shout out to Budgie Smugglers. I wouldn't mind a pair.
I got so many. I actually think I got I'm not even lying here.
No.
It matches the jersey.
That
too.
is funny.
Take him
man.
off, you weirdo.
That is funny. Nah, Rich is not for that.
There's the
Otherwise,
clip
I'd
this
get
week.
it out.
Thank you, listeners. We'll be back next week to discuss round 21.
Shibib.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website